Welcome back to another episode of Will and Ben. I don't know if you guys know this, but Ben and I, we own a marketing company called Forge Relations. So what we have here, what you see behind us, this is our office, and we'll give you a little tour in a second. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you guys, if you're a business owner or you wanna start a project of your own, we're gonna show you to do things on a budget. Because we have been on a super big budget.
Meaning we've done almost everything ourselves. We've brought in a couple of friends to help with some plumbing and electric, but other than that, it's been all us.
You should see Ben. There's a lot of bloopers, so hopefully we have enough footage.
There's a lot of bloopers.
There's a lot of bloopers.
There's a lot of bloopers of you.
Well, there's always a lot of. Dude, are you kidding me? Bloopers everywhere.
Our life is a blooper.
So what we're doing tonight is we're going to be doing the floor, and we've gone through this 15 times. How are we going to redo this floor? We're going to do two-part epoxy, resin, and you know what? We've decided to go with something I'm really familiar with concrete paint. And everything we're going to show you is, you can buy it all at Home Depot, Lowe's. We're sitting on 850 square feet, and I think for the cleanup, the prep, the tools, it was about 270 bucks. So we're going to go through the steps, and hopefully it turns out really good. Actually, I'm pretty confident it's going to turn out pretty good.
Yeah, and this is the start of a whole bunch of videos, a whole series on being a business owner and doing it yourself.
Alright, so like we said before, we have 820 square feet. Listen, when you guys do a garage floor or any type of concrete surface, the most important thing that you can do is prep. Of course, we clean the floor really well, vacuum it, scrape the floor. We went with denatured alcohol. There's a lot of products you guys can use for this. A lot of options. It's just kind of the one that we think is going to work the best because we want this done really quickly. It dries really quick. And then we went with the really basic concrete paint. Nothing special. Like I said, you can pick this up at Lowe's, Home Depot. It's like 34 bucks a gallon. We're gonna go with 2 coats. And then of course, on our second coat, we're gonna go with the flake. I think this flake's gonna match pretty well with everything that we have. So you guys see what it looks like right now. And the floor has been painted. So once again, prep is absolutely everything.
I'm running out of time. Every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't want to miss a thing.
All right, so a couple things to remember, and these are really important. We have decided not to fill in all the, I'll show you, all the cracks and the dimples in the concrete. So we're just gonna actually let that go. So if you're gonna leave these open, make sure you vacuum all these out because dust is really bad. And as you start rolling, you're gonna have little rocks in there and it'll really screw up your paint job. So let's keep going at it. Now it's time to scrape. Whoever knew you could have fun sweeping and vacuuming. Gotta have at least fun trying. Like I said, cleanup is a big part. I've never used this before, so let's see what happens with denatured alcohol in our little mini drum.
Let's make the most of this night. Come on, baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.
This would be a really good spot to insert clips of how we built this place. There's not much of it, but I think Ben will make something work. We'll show you some weird clips. And so we just arrived at the new office. About to give you guys a little tour. So right now it's super basic, 1,200 square feet of an empty shell.
Okay guys, so update number something. We are currently working on the office at 11:30 in the evening. Our first board for our rafters is officially up. Finished up about midnight last night, roughly. Now we are here on Saturday. The wall that used to be black is no longer, or that used to be not black is now black. We just finished the subfloor for the second floor, We're gonna have a railing right here, and then to about here, right here, we're gonna put a wall in, and then all that will be storage back there, and all this will be like an office / lounge area.
Hope you guys enjoyed that B-roll. Hopefully there was enough of it so you kind of see a picture of what we did. But anyhow, so we're about to get painting. I'm gonna go to 3-inch cut-in brush, so make sure you guys cut in before you roll. A little trick, since I put the trim down already and I don't feel like getting it covered in paint, I'm gonna use this shield to go underneath the trim, and then as I cut in, it'll definitely keep it a lot cleaner. It's time to paint. Smells like new paint. All right, so one little tip. Start somewhere where no one's gonna see it, just to make sure you like the paint and you're getting good coverage. And that is coat number 1. We're gonna let this dry tonight, and then tomorrow we're gonna come back and throw some flake down. All right. The technique of throwing it up in the air works way better.
Okay, so your whole throwing it at things you taught me it was not how to do it?
Yeah, so apparently lesson learned, just throw it straight up in the air because it comes down a lot more spread out. And yeah, that's it. We'll show you a review in a little bit. All right, and we are finally done. 2 coats, took us a day and a half. Not really, actually kind of a day. Everything we got was at Lowe's, Home Depot. So it's really simple. We got 4 gallons, we got 5 bags of flake. We used denatured alcohol, which cleaned up really well. Scraped the floor, vacuumed, swept. Remember, if you guys like this, we have a lot more projects come. Barn doors, coffee tables, there's gonna be hydraulic shenanigans.
Hidden compartments,
maybe some 3D printing, I don't know. The whole point behind this channel is we are a marketing firm, okay? And the reason why we do all these projects ourselves is because it gets us to think outside the box. You know, we take on a new client and we get a project or we get one of their products, and we have to come up with something, how to, you know, share it to the world. How do you give it out to somebody?
How do you stand out?
Yeah,
how do you stand out
exactly.
in such a flooded market?
So by us, you know, building everything by hand, you know, YouTubing, following other guys, and just checking out other vlogs, it helps us be really creative. Anyhow, listen, so if you guys like it, we'd really appreciate it. Subscribe, hit the like bell. What is it?
Like button.
Like button. Oh, I'm so bad for this. Anyhow, I'm Will. This has been, our company's called Forge Relations. We'll see you guys soon.